Peace. Welcome back to the Voices of Reason show. I'm your host, Skilo Slim, and today we got two very active guests in the building. We're going to jump right in and see what's going on. So, my brothers, first I want to say welcome.
How you doing?
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Appreciate y'all, man. Why don't y'all go ahead and let the people know who y'all are and what y'all do.
My name is Chris Lupe. They call me Big Lupe. We Hustle Entertainment. I've been putting on shows for a long time and trying to get the door wet for artists in the local areas to have opportunities to perform and, try to bring unity like between Lincoln and Omaha artists and promoters and, just all the talent. So that way, it won't be a challenge for everybody to try to compete when we can all work together and create something a lot bigger than just each and every one of us. And, putting things together like, my boy here, Frankie Ali, not only is he an artist, he also, does modeling, and trying to create a path for, minorities and people that can't do it.
Right.
He puts that step together, and not only does he do that, he's also a father of two girls that he fathers alone, so that's a strong thing right there. So
definitely.
As we Hustle Entertainment, we're trying to create a strong unit, so that way we can open doors for people that can't get that door open. Once they start recognizing people from Nebraska and what we're trying to do, in the music world and just in general, a lot of us come from rough worlds.
No doubt.
And there is change. There's, if we can do it, anybody can do it.
Doubt.
So that's why it's We Hustle. I started as I Hustle, but I Hustle is just thinking of yourself.
Right.
So I had to fix that, and within time, it took a couple years, man, but we're breaking the ice now.
Right.
So it's a good thing.
What made you want to get into this whole line of work? It's a tough thing.
Well, I've been, gangster rapping and messing around, doing things, and everybody was like, man, you should take that step forward, man. You're good, you have that drive to not give up.
Right.
And so I just that piece right there just was enough, And my kids are like, Dad, I remember your song, so it kind of excites me, And I want to drive them to like if they want to do it, I want to push them in the right direction to, bring the education and the kids in, Don't rap about what we're rapping about. If this is what you want to do, I want to teach them that, do it off of rhyming off of alphabets and, school words and things like that, because other kids can pertain to that.
Right.
And that's that's what you're growing up on. I'll help teach, but I never want to force nobody. If they don't want it, then don't push them. Like
definitely.
We've had artists, man, that we've had for a month or two, and I've took them and put them on shows, and it wasn't fit for them. They're doing their thing, and they swore they were moving, but they didn't want to put that effort in for the team. It was always a kind of me thing.
And they wanted to hand it to them. You know what I'm saying? You got to work for it.
A lot of people don't see the work though, man, because you always see you think about it, especially like if you love hip hop, you love rappers, you always seeing the polished product.
Right.
Like the end of it, you know what I'm
see
saying?
the
So it's like, you know what I mean? Like you seeing the photo shoots and like when they up here already, but you got to start from the bottom, like.
Right.
And a lot of people don't have. I noticed they don't want to put that work in. That's why I always salute people. It's like if I don't know you, it's like I see you, I keep seeing you. I'm like, hold up, we should know each other. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this is about. Even if we don't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But we should know when we see each other out. We should support each other.
Yeah, definitely.
And
that's what we do. Like if there's shows or anything that pops up, man, even if we're not involved, we share it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We'll share it, man, because you would think that opportunity may come back one day. It doesn't matter if they don't ever give it to you, but they seen you did that for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
No matter how much their pride has, their people seeing that we shared there. So, they're like, man, we don't even have problems with, why aren't we working with them?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the kind of stuff I want to open in all directions, for everybody. People trip out because, how they're like, well, you're a Latin rapper. But you have black artists, You know what I mean? You know, what's going on? I was like, well, that's the thing that people don't understand. You know, if we could bring the great music together, man, ain't nobody gonna stop it. You know, we got R&B. He sings R&B and can rap. You know what I mean? So we do R&B shows. I'll put him in there, and you know, he you know, does his thing.
Right.
You know, and we go out there and promote, and you know, we support each other. You know what I mean? No matter what direction we're going in. You know, like his modeling career, you know, he took off for a while, and you know, still I was out there. You know, he was in California, and you know, hey, once in a while, what's up, man? You doing your thing?
How's
Much
it
love and
going?
respect. You know,
Yeah.
and I have people out there, so I'm like, you need anything, I can make it happen. You know what I mean? Just let me know. You know, stay comfortable, man. You know what I mean? And that's the way it should be with everybody. You know, and it isn't just with the music world; it's in every world. You know, it's all one world.
Yeah, it's all the same.
You know, and people don't understand that. You know, everybody looks at the world differently, but it's actually all the same. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody has their own problems in the part of the world. You know what I mean? So it's not different to them. We're different.
Right.
To us, they're different. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But we're all the same, man. You know what I mean? And if we can link up to make bigger moves, you know what I mean, around the globe, opportunity for some of the talent, man. There's really good talent out here.
Definitely.
You know, and you know, I can say in Lincoln there's quite a few, and in Omaha there's quite a few. But man, if we can link together to put real good shows together,
right, man.
Man, Nebraska be a good place.
We're in the same state, but it's like an East Coast versus West Coast thing going on. But we're in the same state, and it's crazy. Another thing I wanted to touch on is when you said the importance of like people who are doing this, like whatever it is, whether it's music, whether it's, you know, R&B, rap, whether it's like modeling, acting, it's all important. And people look at it like they're gonna look at you and say, man, you know, you wasting your life, you throwing your life away. Being a creative person is important.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
if you look at all the things right now, it was the creative people that made the computers, the phones that we got, you know what I'm saying, all the architecture. People marvel at all this architecture, all this ancient architecture and everything. Man, it was the creative people that did that, and that's the people they hired.
Right.
The people that we know most about is the Da Vinci's, you know what I'm saying, all these types of people. It's the people who use their imagination. And you got to be imaginative, even on the bad side, like when all these weapons and these huge weapons that was like Putin and all of them be talking about.
Yeah.
Somebody creative had to come up with that idea first.
Yeah, when they didn't have nothing.
Yeah.
Man, art is life, man. Art is everything to life, man.
Yeah.
I could not imagine my life without music.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly,
mainly
man.
music, but like, you know, like just art, like drawings and pictures, like without that stuff, like all we would do is just work.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that talking about that's you know, it's, I know a strong man, you know what I mean, he's, you know, out of Omaha too. He's our DJ, you know, we got a show coming up, man, DJ XL Montana.
Okay.
That guy right there, man, he's not only does he work to provide his family, he DJs, you know what I mean, some of the most freshest music, you know what I mean, you'll hear out here. And he's a painter. And
Right.
he paints portraits, man, that are beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's, you know, hey, them pictures are I'm surprised he ain't where he should be right now, you know, is what I like to say. You know, so there's so much, you know, we got, you know, like talent-wise, man, you know, like our label. You know, we got Frankie Ali, my boy Sean DeLeon, you know, I started it, and then he jumped in and we just created something a lot better, spreaded the gaps out. You know,
Right.
sorry.
No, you are.
You know, he's from, you know, Sioux City, Iowa.
Okay.
So, you know, right in that border of Nebraska, you know, he got to, you know, a lot of following. So whenever we hit Sioux City, Iowa, we practically sell out over there. We do good just by ourselves.
Wow.
You know, that's support. You know, and you come right across this side, and there's not as much support. You know what I mean? Now we got a unit, you know, with No Good the Simp. You know, we just got him with us, you know, with We Hustle Entertainment. And, you know, now he's starting to open people's eyes out here in the Omaha area that we're not out here trying to compete. We want to get the same bread.
Right.
You know, and they understand where he's coming from, so now they're kind of seeing like, oh, okay, you know, they're not just from Lincoln and trying to do their thing and come into Omaha and take over. Nah, we trying to work together. Yeah, we'll bring you to Lincoln. Let's go to Omaha. You know what I mean?
Right.
Type of stuff. But you know what I mean? If we do it all on a great path, more doors open.
Definitely.
You know, all the beef stuff, all that drama and shooting and all, you know, creating, you know, That right there closes doors for everybody.
Everybody.
You know, and they don't understand that, man. You wondering about why we can't go enjoy our night at these shows or parties, you know what I mean? Because, you know, the cops come kicking the doors in or whatever. It's that negative action. When we all can have a good time, save that for another day. You know what I mean? Yeah. And
Right.
enjoy yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's you go to Chicago, anywhere. Sometimes a lot of places, some people hold the beef just to make that night a good night. You know what I mean? California, they do the same thing. You know, just depending. They call peace. You know,
Right.
and we need a lot more of that. You know what I mean?
Definitely, we need a lot more of that, and that's what it takes though, is for people to come out and to say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we can disagree, we can have beef, we can have problems, but that's like takes a back seat to what we doing. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I told a bunch of people a while ago, like, you know, because I've been here most of my life. And I was like hearing like, okay, people that I might not have got along with before, or we had maybe even people that I fought.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to this platform, I don't care about that.
Right.
Like if you can put it to the side, I can put it to the side.
Definitely.
Because this is for all of us. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And it's like I want to support everybody else. You know what I mean? So that same, and I feel like if the more we spread that out, and people saying that, then it's like everybody's gonna get on board.
Yeah.
And then the people that's like really causing problems is gonna stack it out. They're gonna be by themselves anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're definitely right, man. And so, you know, that's why we try to do it. And, you know, we just copped, a dope, little artist. You know, he's a white cat from the middle of Nebraska, but, you know, he played football. You know, my boy Ross, we call him Roscoe. You know, and we just dropped some music with him, and he's killing it. He's got, man, these people are loving his music, and they want more.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna start. We just working on right now and doing this Fire and Ice Rock Nebraska tour. We start February 23rd in Hastings, Nebraska, at the Caribbean Bar. So we try, and then we got Council Bluffs. We're doing Council Bluffs, the Ultra Lounge, March 20th, and then we go to Columbus, Nebraska, April 6th. You know, that's what we're working for. So, you know, people are starting to now hit us up to allow us to use their venues, you know, which
That's
is
dope.
a good thing, man, you know,
that's
and it's a
dope.
blessing. But we're trying to put local artists on too, you know what I mean? And, you know, we try to give them a point, you know, say, charge you $25 to get in, you know, on this show to perform, but we're going to give you $75 in tickets.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people are like, man, I don't know. I'm like, well, what you mean you don't know?
Yeah.
You're an artist. You should be able to push way more tickets than that. I'll give you more.
Right.
You know, but this is giving you opportunity to hustle, to get, you know, out there with your fans and the people you know, to let them know you're moving.
Right.
Right.
Come out and see me, you know what I mean, type of stuff. So
Definitely.
you want to be an artist, it takes more, it takes a lot, and some people don't have that effort. So why work for somebody if they don't want to put their own work in, you know what I mean?
Right. That makes it hard. You can't really do it really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
somebody said one time, I was at this workshop, and it was funny, they was talking about like your streams, getting your plays, and selling tickets, and it was like, you know, everybody should at least have that one play. They said, because you know that one person that you can always go to is your mom.
Yeah.
They said, if even you don't have that one play, that means even your mom don't like your stuff. So if your mom don't support you, you know ain't nobody else gonna
Yeah,
support
you don't got at least one. Yeah, I feel you
Right,
on
so
that.
you got to get out there and actually, you know, like you said, you got to hustle for it, man.
Right, man. But that's, you know, that's one thing, man. And I be telling all my friends here that's artists is, like, when I'm out of town, when I go out of town, anywhere I go, it's always like a rapper or a musician or something that's stopping me at a gas station like, hey, bro, you want to get my CD, man? Give me $5. If I be like, oh, man, I'm good. I don't got $5. Man, here, just take it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that never happens to me in Omaha.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's because of the way people look at it, because it is you get a lot of support in other places. They get a lot more support.
Yeah.
Like you look like a place like the Bay Area, California, all they listen to is Bay Area music.
Right.
Kansas City, listen to Kansas City music.
Right.
So it's a little different here, but that's, like you said, that opportunity to get out and hustle, shake hands, meet people.
Definitely.
You'll never know, you know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
that's the difference. That's what I like. Like you said, like you support everybody else, you on your movement. So what you got? You got new music coming soon, or something that's out now you want people to?
I got a few new songs that I wrote recently that I'll be performing. I also have a couple I meet with my agent this weekend. I got a couple of movies. The main movie that's most important to me right now is this movie called Daddy. And it's going to get a lot of, well, it has a lot of support from these retired Marines, these ex-Marines, who go in and they fight child sex trafficking and slave trafficking. And it was a couple years ago, I believe it was like around 1,400 little girls who was kidnapped in 1 year.
Wow.
That was just in the U.S. And I'm thinking that's got to be worldwide. No, it's just in the U.S. About between 14 and 1,600.
That's
and
crazy.
that's ridiculous. So we're going to work with them. We're going to do a film, and then all the funds are going to go towards fighting child sex trafficking and
That's
slave
dope.
trafficking. So that's my biggest goal. That and this music.
That's
Biggest
dope.
goal.
That's really dope, man.
What you got on the horizon?
Man, she's a great dude right there. When I met him, we both performed. It was in Omaha.
Yeah.
And he was with another artist.
Yeah, Real Pain.
Yeah. And you know, I'm like, man, you guys are good. And I was like, you want to come perform? And he's like, man, just me. I was like, come through. I was like, I got you. He's like, for real? He says, I got a guest. Can I bring in? He's like, it's my manager. And I was like, cool. You know what I mean? Don't worry, she ain't got to pay. And come to find out, his manager was his mom.
Yep.
You know what I mean? His mom was his biggest supporter, and I like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, because, you know, I grew up family oriented. You know what I mean?
Too.
And you get in trouble, your uncle's, you know, whooping your ass or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
So it's like, man. And so I'm like, you know, with time, when I got back, you know, because I had my issues and stuff I had to get cleared away, and finally got back on track, you know, and changed everything around, and my mentality was just kind of, you know, I want to grind and make this money. I'm going to look for a team, I'm going to find an idea, and let's make it happen. And slowly but surely, you know, you bring some in and you let some out because they ain't putting in the effort, and you're doing all the work. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I work hard to make sure that everything goes down. You know, I put on shows for my team. You know what I mean? And then we as a unit, you know, now we're starting to, you know, sprout out like a flower, just blooming. And he makes his connects, I make my, you know, we all making our little connects. And we're small, but man, we're on fire right now.
Yeah,
You know? And we're trying to keep it that way. But we want to bring everybody in. You know what I mean? And you know, if they want it bad enough, then, you know, let's get it. We don't have to be on the same, you know, team, but, you know, let's get on the same page. You know what I mean? And
Definitely,
yeah,
man.
we want that. And you know, we got show coming up March 16th. We're opening up for Little Bow Wow in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You know, me and No Good and probably Roscoe and Frankie wanted to go out, so let's go out as a team. You know,
Yeah,
we'll go out
definitely.
there and support each other, and we all can rock the stage together. You know what I mean? No matter who's performing, we on stage.
Right,
You know,
right.
and let's all get the same view, because, you know, if you want it, let's go get it. You know?
Definitely,
And if
man.
they don't want to get it, then I'm not holding nobody's hand. You know, what I
Right,
mean?
right. We all grown men.
Yeah, we're
Right,
grown
man.
men. So,
Yeah.
you know, let's get that foot forward. And we just got booked for June 8th, Amarillo, Texas, for the Lowrider show they're having out there.
Oh, yeah.
We're the headliners out there. You know
I
what I
love
mean?
lowriders, man.
yeah,
I'm
dude.
working on a bill right now.
Yeah, we're trying to set some stuff for this summer too, and working on a ride. And probably drop my Tahoe and slam it probably 4 inches on some big wheels. So,
Oh, yeah.
you know, we're working for effort, but I don't want to focus on what I want. I want to focus on my team, my family. Well,
Right.
you know, first thing is family. You can never forget your family. You know, my wife she's my rock. You know what I mean? When I'm hurting, she has my back.
Yeah.
And you know, my kids. You know, I can count them on both hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're all at home. You know what I mean? I got all
Right.
my kids at home.
Right.
And you know, so I've juggled a lot. You know,
That's a
but
dope thing,
I don't
man.
give up, man, because
That's beautiful,
I'm not a
man.
person to give up.
For
You know,
real,
my
man.
team don't give up. You know,
Yeah.
and they got faith. And when I'm down and out, hey man, you got it. Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Straight.
That's a beautiful
And,
thing. Yeah, definitely respect to that, bro.
you
No
know,
doubt, man. Where can people like get in touch with y'all at?
Go ahead.
Is this camera on? Which camera?
That one, right?
There you go.
All right. On most social networks, it's Frankie.Ali. That's the same for Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook is just Frankie Ali. That's how you can get in touch with me, and I respond fast. My response time on there will be like responds regularly, you know, frequently or whatever. So you can hit me up on there anytime.
And for me, it's you can link us up if you want to book us for any events. It's ihustleent1@gmail.com, or you can check us out wehustleent.402 on Facebook, or we have YouTube. You can go to YouTube and check out videos at wehustleent.402 or Big Lupe. You hit Big Lupe, there's a lot of features on there. Frankie Ali, No Good the Simp. You can look them up also on SoundCloud, on Facebook, or YouTube videos also. Roscoe, you can check him out on Facebook or YouTube videos. He's a new artist of ours that just dropped, and he's got a lot more music coming, work on videos, and trying to make things happen for my artists. Also, Sean De Leon, you can check him out, Sean De Leon Productions. He shoots his own videos. He's out of Sioux City, Iowa, and he's doing his thing. You know, Sean De Leon Productions, We Hustle Entertainment, El Sapo, he's our artist out of Sioux City, Iowa also. That's been doing it and putting in work. So, you know, we're out here as a team, man, and anybody who wants to ride with us, just link up with us. You know, we're definitely down to work with anybody, any city, state, country, it don't matter. You know, We Hustle Entertainment, we're going to try to put artists out there, man. We're going to try to bring them from here and take them there. If you guys want to work, let's make it happen.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I salute the work that you're doing, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Much
Appreciate
respect,
it,
man. Y'all
man.
putting
You know.
in that grind, man.
Yeah,
Gotta
definitely.
love it, man. Gotta love it, man. So we came to that part once again. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to these brothers and, you know, go see a show and support, you know.
Oh, yeah,
the
it's
music's
going down.
dope. Yeah,
It's going down
definitely.
tonight, February 9th. It's going down tonight at Charles Nightclub, 221 South 9th Street. We got artists coming from California, Arizona, New Mexico, and it's definitely going to be a great event. It's a Valentine's event, so bring your couples, or the girls bring your friends, because it's definitely going to be a great night.
No doubt, no doubt. So with that, I'm going to say peace, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yep.